Hey everybody. So I woke up this morning, had my usual tea and made my smoothie, and saw in my email that I had some new messages on YouTube, and then I went to go check them out, and I saw that I had 100 subscribers. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad that I've attracted some with my recent videos. And then I read some of the comments on that flat Earth isn't the biggest conspiracy video, and I mean, for the most part, like 99% of them are, they're normal people that actually listen to what I was saying and the message I was trying to make. But then you have like that 1% of people that are just absolutely clueless to what's being discussed here, and I don't think they understand that I myself believe in the flat Earth. I'm not going to call myself a flat earther, but I am certainly not a ball earther. So, let's see, what does this one comment say? There is no most important thing other than your basic needs for survival equals thumbs down. Earth is flat. Okay, clearly this person like must have just skipped to the end or like read my description and didn't listen to anything I absolutely like had to say. And then like I'm getting these comments. I have these comments on here that are like talking about the flat Earth, and the thing is, at the very beginning of the video, it's not an argument about whether or not the flat Earth is real. So I think something I'm gonna do, and I got like 4 thumbs down for this. No idea why. Well, I do know why, because people are absolutely imbeciles when it comes to listening and having critical thinking skills. But I think what I'm gonna do when it comes to like the future vids I put out, and for the comments that I get for other videos I might make about the like celebrities and stuff. Like I think I'm gonna screenshot them, and I'm gonna like do like a compilation video of just pointing out how stupid these people are, just for like my own entertainment. So that's pretty funny. I put this video out because it's basically like for the people who do watch a little bit of my videos, they've probably seen that I've kind of been focusing on mind control stuff recently. So, and that's what this was. This was about mind control. It wasn't about the flat Earth. Like I just used the flat Earth thing because it's an easy on my mind type of thing to point out. And I hear this comment made all the time, like flat Earth is the biggest conspiracy there is. It's the most important one there is. It's if you understand flat Earth, then you understand it all. That's nonsense. And just to kind of pick on that a little bit more. So, what do like the flat earthers generally talk about? And I, being a person that can be considered a flat earther, but I will not call myself one, is well, NASA lies, right? NASA lies. I knew about the flat Earth, or not the moon landing hoaxes, like since I was like 15 years old. All right, so and I'm 31 now. The moon landing hoax, NASA lies. I mean, this stuff has already kind of been known. What else? That God's being hidden, or like there's like like the fact that we live in a place that requires a creator. I've pretty much always believed in some type of creator demiurge. What else? There's the government lies, obviously. What else is there? The science stuff, all the like basically science is a giant fraud. I never believed in stuff like quantum physics or string theories and all this stuff. Um, especially because of my study in hermeticism. So, uh, like the flat Earth in general, like it's and it's the only thing that really matters in this flat Earth like movement, I guess we can call it, are the people that are actually doing the research. The people who like just go out and make opinions and just talk about nonsense all day without actually like contributing anything of factual evidence or whatever. Um, these people, I call them leeches, and they're actually they permeate all of like life. They permeate like they're like these parasitic life forms that um they're like when you have a preacher at a church, and then you have like that handful of people in that church that like just go around talking about what that preacher said that day, or like for the week, and but they themselves will not like look into the Bible, or like they won't do anything to um further instill the knowledge within themselves, or at least reflect on what's being said and see if it's even true. All they do is just kind of regurgitate shit that someone else put inside of them. They don't understand that they are being mind controlled. Like they're just absolute imbeciles. It's ridiculous, but I can't remember where I was going with that. But yeah. And what's funny too is like all you gotta do is like look at my channel and see that uh, I have my own series of flat Earth videos, and I'm still planning on doing more of those. It's just I just don't feel like making those. I have research and everything into the next one I want to make about planets and them being possible gateways, just like your esophagus has sphincters in them. How these planets might play the role as those gateways, or what in your body might be these sphincters. So it's really funny seeing these people that just they're just so stupid. Like they're just so brutal. Um, so anyways, out here in Pennsylvania, Southeastern PA, we haven't gotten hit as hard in the past like 2 months, and that's being extremely lenient on the chemtrailing, okay, because it's still going on almost every day. Um, but as you can see, it's still just bad. These videos are from June and July. Um, and so for the people who are recent subscribers or whatever that uh, haven't seen this type of video I do before, my channel started with geoengineering stuff, and the reason why I focus so much on it, why I used to, is because I'm what I consider myself a functional bicyclist, where I ride my bike basically every day. I'm riding my bike at some point. And I mean the only thing I really do, especially since it's summer break from college, is ride my bike to the gym, and every day, except for like Sunday or Saturday, depends. Usually Saturdays I take off, and then I go to the grocery store after I'm done working out and pick up whatever I need for that day, and bike home. And then if I need something else, or usually I just put on a podcast and then go for a joyride. Um, and sometimes I'll need to go to the bank or something. And because of this, because I'm outside so much, I get to watch to see what's going on in our skies. I'm the type of person where I actually have to tell myself I need to go inside because I've been outside for too long, getting too much sunlight, or just to like actually take a break and like get something to eat or drink or whatever. unlike the common person where they actually have to tell themselves, oh, I need to go outside because for the past 5 days I've been indoors all day, you know. And I've mentioned this in one of my previous videos, is where people go from rooftop to rooftop to rooftop to rooftop. They're very rarely actually under the open sky, so they have very little time to actually see what's going on up there. Even if they even for the people that do spend time outside, you know, they don't really even look outside anyways, or look up anyways. The most screwed up thing I have seen since the last geoengineering video I made is a chemtrail that was seemingly forming itself. There was no plane within any vicinity of this chemtrail, regardless of how far ahead I looked or at how direct of where that chemtrail was. And I've been filming these for so long. I know all the altitudes that they're at. I know how big, how small the plane should look like, the colors of the plane, the factor of like the sun maybe, you know, playing a trick on the eye to make it disappear or something. But this was not the case. It was a genuine chemtrail that was forming itself, and not only was it forming itself, it was forming itself in bits and pieces at a time. And each bit and piece wasn't exactly a linear progression. Like it would have one part of the chemtrail would be forming up ahead of it, and then a part behind it would start to form, and then a part in between those parts would start to form, and then a part further back would start to form. And it was the most mind-boggling thing I've ever seen, at least in recent time, that I could not figure out. And I can't remember if I filmed it or not. Like, it's at the point now where, when it comes to me filming these things, that I just film them, and I don't even really talk in my videos anymore. I used to like commentate on my videos when I was recording them, and now I'm just like, I just record them. I'm like, whatever, you know. I've filmed so much weird stuff going on, and witnessed so much weird stuff going on in the skies, that I just kind of become like numb to it. And there's not many people that really care about it. There's the guys on my channel that are very much into the geoengineering, and so they obviously care about this stuff. But for the most part, like, you know, like I said, I have 100 subscribers, and on those videos, I'll only get like maybe 20 views, like 40 at the most. So a lot of, you know, most of the people just don't give a shit. And I've filmed some weird stuff in those videos, things that are unexplainable in nature, at least from in my knowledge, you know. And and just through observations, it's pretty impossible from what I've seen from a complete natural standpoint. So yeah, Pennsylvania's still pretty bad. August is a pretty bad month, and I'm not. Today is the 25th. I'm not looking forward to August and the amount of spring that's going on. But you know, I handed out those pamphlets, and I'm planning on doing some more once once school starts back up again, and print out a bunch more with that my printer credits. And you know, I'm not seeing any of my like efforts in the real world come to fruition. You know, it's really just such a daunting thing when, like, I've spent so long talking about all manners of injustices in the world, and very little of that actually makes any difference. And it's so not depressing. Like, I don't believe in depression, but it's so sad to like get to that point. And the thing is that with my recent videos, especially the ones on these celebrities. Um, I've something reawakened in me where I I'm a cynic. I'm a cynic at heart. I, in general, just don't like people. Um, the people who are like me are very hard to find in the real world. They're very difficult to find anywhere around me, and for the most part, I just don't like people. I make an effort to be kind and uh, to be, doing unto others as I want done unto me. But when I see things on like the internet and the things that were said about me on those celebrity videos and the threats that were made, like, it actually reawakened something in me where I started understanding why these musicians are doing the things that they do, and why they choose to not openly admit the things that they're seeing. Um, it's because people are stupid. I watched this video of Ashton Kutcher, I think his name is, doing a speech at one of these like award shows, and he was talking about basically like the Illuminati. He was talking about the control that there is in the planet and how he was put into it. And it was a very interesting speech that he was making. But there were women, all the women in the crowd kept screaming at him, like, not, I don't mean bad scream, but you know that like that like, oh yeah, oh it's so hot, like that type of scream. And you could just feel like the energy, like just watching the video from him, but also like the people in the crowd that would just be like, these women are like, they have no idea what he's talking about. Like they're so shut off from reality that the words right in front of them are just like passing by them. They're just so stupid. And I understand why these people are so selfish that they don't reveal these things openly every day, because people are so enslaved, they're so dumb that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the end. And that's one of the reasons why I made that video, Web of Confusion and Control, is because of that, like, that general helplessness of helping other people when it comes to mental things. People are more than willing to take your money at any point in time, but they're not willing to have their minds helped. People don't want and that's the control that the powers that be have over their minds. That's how brainwashed people are now. So there are only like just hollow clay men. There are these golems of people that have no souls, no minds. They're just kind of walking flesh things. They don't know anything really. They have no idea what they're doing. It's funny and sad at the same time. So brought the cynic back in me, and I'm really happy that it did, because I am not a fan of this existence here. I'm not saying I'm some type of sad, depressive type of person. I find the joy in life, absolutely. It's just this general world in general is just not made to be becoming of human life. Human life is, every twist and turn, there's something that wants to kill you almost. Whether it's just a plant or an animal or a disease or whatever, something wants to eventually just kill you. It does not care. And I mean, just look at humans in general. Like, we have no fur. We can't survive out in the wild. Like, a baby animal has more survival instincts and understands its environment more than a fully grown adult human does nowadays. If you take a 25-year-old, which should be in their prime of their life, they should be able to like go into the middle of the woods and like create a cabin and be able to do everything to survive. But that doesn't happen. I mean, it's the furthest. It's unbelievable how bad people are, and nature is just so against the human condition, And a lot of people are talking against this like cybernetic stuff, this technological like revolution that's coming about. And the thing is, I'm still reserving my thoughts on it. I might have said some things about it before, but I'm starting to understand why people's drive to have that those like implants and stuff in them, not like the tracker ones, but like actual improvements to the body. I'm starting to understand why. So this video is pretty much over here. Probably should talk more about geoengineering stuff, but these vids have kind of turned into my own little personal rant, vlog type of videos. So anyways, peace and love everybody, and take it easy.